Good morning YouTube and welcome to today's video. Magandang umaga for my Filipino friends. It's good to see you again. Masaya akong makita ka ulit. And how is everybody? Kamusta kayong lahat? I had to think about that for a moment. As you can see, I'm riding solo. Unfortunately today, Chloe isn't feeling very well. Normally she would be sat here. But yeah, sadly, I'm gonna be riding solo, at least for the making part of today's video. Of course, Chloe wouldn't miss out on the eating. She will be here later on in the video. And what I'll be making today isn't actually originally what I'd planned. So I was gonna make beef caldereta, aka Mechadong Baka. It's probably pronounced awfully. I do know baka is beef, or baka is perhaps. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. That was what I was gonna make today. Unfortunately though, Jojo is also ill. And I was gonna get myself some liver spread from Jojo. I'd even prepared how to ask him in Tagalog. Meron kabang liver spread yung rino. Unfortunately though, I didn't get to say that to him because he wasn't feeling very well. So instead, we're gonna be making something similar to caldereta, which doesn't require liver spread, and that is beef Mechado, Machido, beef Essentially, it's like caldereta except without the liver spread, but it is a very popular Filipino tomato-based stew. It's meant to be very delicious. We're gonna be using beef and we're gonna make it really tender, succulent, and soft, like a nice, delicious bosom. Now, one of the main ingredients that goes into beef mechado is calamansi. Calamansi is a citrus native to the Philippines, so it's extremely difficult to get here in the UK. However, instead we'll be using lemon today. Although we do have our own calamansi tree, which is looking splendid. We have a little calamansi that's almost ready, just there. We have a flower which will soon become a calamansi. I learned from Chloe that basically if the flower isn't pollinated, it goes on to become the fruit. That has also happened somewhere up here, just there, but it's tiny, but that is the beginning of a calamansi. So we're very proud of this, it is awesome. However, for this dish, you'd probably need like 3 proper calamansis, and we don't even have one. So we'll be using lemon instead. And along with lemon, we'll be using sliced beef, 1 can of chopped tomato, fresh tomatoes, 1 red pepper, bay leaves, onion, garlic, soy sauce, aka toyo, and like I mentioned, we'll be using lemon instead of calamansi. The first thing we need to do is marinate our baka, or beef. To do this, we're going to mix in ½ a cup of soy sauce and the juice of 1 lemon, which is going to add an incredible contrast of flavors. It's going to make it juicy, tangy, citrusy, something that Mechado is known for. Mechado. I think it's about time someone, if you haven't already, comments below and lets me know how to properly pronounce that. So we're gonna leave this in the fridge to marinate, and in the meantime, we're gonna start chopping our other ingredients. Oh, also, I should probably put one of these in the fridge. So it's gonna be nice and cold for dinner. Paala. So I've chopped up all the veg. I've done the potatoes, the onions, the garlic, the red pepper. I'm also gonna do a green pepper. I didn't mention this in the ingredients earlier. However, Chloe said that we had one. I'm also quite glad that I'm making this dish for her because it's a bit of a feel-good dish, you know? It's hearty, it's delicious. Let me try and close the fridge door with my foot. Next, we've got to sour our meat. Sour? No. Sear, that's the one. Chloe, is this too small to sear? Like, look how small the beef is.
Yeah, you can sear it. I say that.
Okay, quick update. I had to call in Chloe because it turns out I didn't squeeze the marinade out of the baka beef before I did the searing, and that meant loads of liquid ended up in the pan, which just cooled it down immediately, and it took away some opportunity for color, which is what we're trying to get. We're trying to color the exterior of the beef, caramelize it, make it all sweet and beefy. I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna take the meat and give it a squeezy. It didn't really make a difference. There's still liquid in there. I think my squeezy technique isn't very good. Although it hasn't worked that well, I think there is a bit of color on this, but still, I didn't do the squeezy very well, and it's a bit liquidy in there. This has probably gone terribly so far. But hey ho, that's what cooking's about. It's about just trial and error, taking yourself out of your comfort zone, seeing what you can achieve. In my case, not a lot. I think I've just ended up cooking this beef. We're learning. That's what we're doing. We're learning. Hello. Okay, so that is all done, and well, I did taste some. Here, we'll do another taste test. It's probably not meant to be ready to be eaten yet, but really got that sort of sour, salty flavor. Already, I'm very excited to see what that's like within the tomato stew. We got this really hot pan, which we did the beef in, the baka. Or was that perhaps? Did I just say perhaps? Baka. And now we're gonna saute our onion and garlic in that pan. I'm a little concerned though that there may be just loads of burnt bits at the bottom, and then this might just end up getting worse. We'll see. Maybe I'll... I just had a bit of a tomato explosion. In we go. Yeah, had a bit of a disaster.
My side, we're far ahead. The horizon never seems so close. The sky is red. We're not out of the woods yet, you know. Don't stop.
Beef Mechado.
Mechado?
Yeah, I may have been having a hard time with pronouncing it in this video. Mechado. Beef Mechado. Beef Mechado. Mechado. So here we are finally. Cheers to everybody out there. Hanggang Mamatai. Tagai Hanggang Mamatai. Thanks everybody. You okay?
I'm okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you up for this?
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, don't worry. If you don't have the energy, we'll forgive you. Just enjoy your food.
I feel like I will do. It smells really good.
Also, we added a little light in the background, but it looks like a UFO.
I like UFOs.
First time having beef Mechado.
It's good though.
Oh,
It's really good.
oh, a spoon in the right, fork in the left. That is correct, isn't it? Yeah, you've got your spoon. Always do what Chloe does.
Yeah, this is really good.
Oh yeah. Oh.
It's really different from...
Sorry.
It's really different from caldereta, I think. It's
Okay.
like zingier and brighter, whereas caldereta is like richer and more savory.
Excellent. Good that you're here. Because I didn't know that. And I had caldereta. Caldereta cambing. Oh, I really like that zing. I'd love to try it with real calamansi. I guess now we can compare the two, which is really interesting. When we finally get to the Philippines and we have caldereta baka with calamansi.
Could just wait a couple of months and then we'll have some calamansi.
That's true. Our calamansi plant is currently pregnant with 3 calamansis. 3. One is in like the first trimester, one is in the second, and one is in the third. So they're a little out of sync. Oh, it's really good. And that potato is soft and it's soaked up that delicious flavor. So you have this like soft, succulent spud.
It's not like the calderetto, we had crispy potatoes.
And I like the contrast of the salty and the tanginess. You know, you've got the lemon and then the toyo, which adds that salty deliciousness.
I like that you use toyo though. Look at you being fancy.
I learnt it the other day in my Tagalog class. That's how I learnt how to say Jojo, kabang, liver spread, erlino yung erlino. It takes me so long to say a sentence. Like no one would have the patience to speak with me in Tagalog. Jojo, kabang, liver spread, erlino yung. Or is it yung erlino? But yeah.
I feel like people would know what you're saying.
I just hope that people like give me an opportunity to speak it, because I know that so many people speak English in the Philippines that it's too easy. And I think people will be like, it's okay, I speak English. But I'll be like, no mabute, no mabute rin.
You can just reply in Tagalog anyway. You should learn how to say I want to practice my Tagalog.
I don't know how you'd say that. Ako, speak, I'll be using the hand signals, Tagalog.
Well, you could learn it.
I'll ask Abigail if she can teach me. I'm sure she will.
This is really good.
A few things to mention. I did obviously a terrible job making this. I added the bay leaves way too late. They should have probably gone in during the initial simmering process. Putting in the bay leaves with like 15 minutes to go after simmering for 60 minutes. That's not how you cook, I don't think.
It tastes pretty good to me.
You're too kind. Oh, I just had a bay leaf.
Did you eat the bay leaf?
Yeah. It tastes quite nice. Floral.
Interesting.
Do they grow near the bay?
Or maybe it's like a bay tree.
That does sound more logical. The Red Horse is good tonight. This one is really cold, fresh out the fridge and fresh into my tummy. I wonder what other beers there are in the Philippines. Please let me know. I remember someone said Pale Pilsen by San Miguel, and I spoke to Jojo and he said that you couldn't get that in the UK. And this is, I understand, very similar to two other dishes, afritada and I can't remember.
Menudo, afritada, and caldereta and mechado are all quite similar.
How do you know these things?
I read it somewhere sometime.
Well done. The Filipinos like to use this, I understand, as like a fiesta, celebratory, family-style meal. But this is okay to have, I think, on the weekday. We've used a relatively lean cut of beef as well, so it's not too caloric. And the preparation, I mean, I made an absolute disaster of it, but I'm not very good. But I think most people could do this.
I don't think you made a disaster of it. It tastes really good.
I want people to watch these videos and be like, I could do that. I'm gonna try beef mechado because Johnny managed to do it and he's an idiot.
You're not an idiot. I think... What was that?
I just swallowed a whole pepper.
Uh-oh, you okay?
No. Oh, gotta watch out for those. Everybody pray for Chloe. Pray for Chloe.
I should probably be fine tomorrow.
I hope so. At least you won't get coronavirus.
At least I won't, yeah. I think you can see my arm rashes starting.
All I can see is a massive shoulder. Look at the size of that delt.
This was really good. Thank you so much for making the dinner.
I think I just didn't do it justice. I don't think I created an authentic mechado.
Why do you think that?
I wasn't very confident when I was making this. I felt like I was just letting everyone down.
Oh, I thought you did a brilliant job.
Well, thank you.
And I really appreciated that I didn't have to cook it. And that's not the only reason why I liked it. I liked it because it was genuinely delicious. I think you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you, Chloe. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you thoroughly enjoyed today's video. Let us know what you thought of the video, and as always, let us know what you thought of our beef mechado. That's it. Let's go to bed.
Yes, please.
As always, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, drop us a comment below, let us know what you thought, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification. Because that way you'll get notified when we upload. Because I just love getting notified when... I don't know where I'm going with this. So stop talking. Thanks for tuning in. Bye everybody. Paalam.
Paalam.
Bye.